Monday through Thursday, 8:30 to 3:30, or right now at homecc.edu. And remember, your tuition could be free with a 20 on your ACT.
Holmes Community College.
No place like Holmes.
This is Central Mississippi's Stimulating Talk.
1039 WYAB. Pocahontas, Jackson.
From ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. Search teams are still looking for the hundreds of missing people who are believed to have been swallowed up by that massive mudslide in Nepal. Snetta Suher's husband was trekking from Nepal to Tibet when the flooding hit.
So it's 48 hours. What are they? Where are they?
From Kathmandu, here's ABC's Britt Clennett.
This is an all-out mobilization effort. We're talking more than 9,000 army, police, armed personnel deployed using bulldozers to dig people out of their homes, sniffer dogs to search the debris. Helicopters are ferrying in supplies and pulling out survivors because so many roads and bridges have simply been washed away.
In Plymouth, Massachusetts, prosecutors laid out their case against Lindsay Clancy this week, just before the jury began deliberating. ABC's Rena Roy.
They were really focused on Clancy's search history to try and prove that she intentionally and rationally planned these killings by researching how long her husband Patrick would be out of the house while running errands. And they say that shows that she was thinking clearly.
Clancy doesn't dispute that she killed her 3 small children, but says she did it while suffering from severe postpartum psychosis. Dozens of companies at the heart of the artificial intelligence race have penned an open letter warning about the potential dangers of AI. Here's ABC's Sophie Flay.
This morning, a new and urgent warning about artificial intelligence from the very companies developing it. More than 100 of them, including fierce rivals OpenAI, Google, Microsoft, and Anthropic, signing an open letter warning that AI-powered cyber attacks are about to get far more widespread and far more sophisticated.
The companies are calling on governments worldwide to do more to protect vulnerable targets like hospitals and water treatment plants. Today marks 6 months since the start of the war with Iran. Gas was averaging $2.98 a gallon back then. You're listening to ABC News.
I'm not one to say I told you so, but I switched to Pure Talk over a year ago, and ever since, I've been telling people there's no better wireless company out there. Well, a few months ago, a massive survey was conducted. 123,000 people were asked to rate their wireless carrier in 4 categories: coverage, support, data, and overall value. Well, the results are in. Guess which wireless company was the only wireless company to get 5 stars in every category? Yeah, Pure Talk. 5 stars, every category. To celebrate, Pure Talk is offering the first 3 months of any plan for just $15 a month, including their top-tier unlimited plan. No contract, no commitment, just a very inexpensive way to test drive the only American wireless company with 5 stars in every category. Just dial pound 250, say micro, and Pure Talk's U.S. customer service will take it from there. Again, pound 250 micro. And yes, I told you so.
A federal judge once again saying no to a Trump order giving the Postal Service a greater role in mail-in voting.
A federal judge is blocking key parts of a new Trump administration rule limiting mail-in voting. Judge Indira Talwani says the rule is likely unconstitutional and would be practically impossible for states to follow before the midterm elections. The rule would give the Postal Service greater authority over mail-in ballots, including verifying voter eligibility. The decision's likely to face another appeal.
That's ABC's Dave Packer. The FAA and the NTSB investigating another air traffic control issue, this one involving Marine One, the helicopter that takes President Trump to and from Andrews for flights.
A disturbing moment in the skies involving Marine One.
I can't hear Marine One. If you hear Marine One, can you let me know?
The aircraft carrying President Trump unable to communicate with air traffic control. Another helicopter, part of that Marine One squad, forced to relay messages between the chopper and the tower. The communications failure coming hours after a new NTSB report suggested White House construction may have contributed to an August 4th security breach with Marine One and a passenger jet over Washington, D.C. Technicians have since taken immediate action and believed they had fixed the problem. The FAA and NTSB are investigating.
ABC's Alex Stone. The FAA looking to fire 2 air traffic controllers who left LaGuardia Airport early the night an emergency vehicle crossed the runway and plowed into a landing plane, killing both pilots. Sherry Preston, ABC News.
In a recent survey of 123,000 wireless customers, Pure Talk was the only wireless company to receive 5 stars in every category: coverage, support, value, and data. What else do you need to know? Switch to Pure Talk today and get any plan, including their top shelf unlimited data plan for just $15 a month for your first 3 months. No contract, no commitment. Dial pound 250, say micro, and let Pure Talk's U.S. customer service team.
Why don't you mind your own business?
Mind my own business? What's that supposed to mean?
No, I was just thinking about all the news of tax changes, insurance changes, regulations that are being passed down to business owners. I don't have time to keep growing and to keep up with payroll regulations.
I know. It seems like all I do is handle employee-related problems.
You know, I hear People Lease can help.
How can they help?
People Lease can handle our payroll, taxes, employee benefits, and workers' compensation. They even offer an affordable and customizable 401k program and a 24/7 online human resources support center for all my HR needs.
Think of all the time we'll save. I'll be busy growing my business and letting People Lease take care of the rest.
Sounds like a good business plan with People Lease.
Let People Lease mind your business so you can mind your own business. Call now, 601-987-3025. That's 601-987-3025. Or visit freepayrollquotes.com for your free quote.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are the individual views and opinions of the people expressing them and do not necessarily reflect those of this radio station, its parent, affiliated, or related entities, agents, or employees.
Welcome to the Chip Matthews Show, where politics meets the South. So grab your sweet tea, find a comfortable spot to sit back, and let's embark on this journey together. Chip away, jump away.
And good Friday morning. Full moon Friday out there. And then, of course, it got darkened tonight as we switched spaces. We switched spaces.
Is that what we did?
Isn't that what you do? We moved to the dark side of the moon? Is that what we did? I don't know.
I don't know about that,
what
Chip.
do you get from an eclipse? Good morning, Jeff Thomas, Phil Barlow, Will Brown, Lloyd Travis, David Gregory. And good morning to all the other good people living out there in the land of Mississippi. Jackson, Mississippi. Those people there live in the home of the number one city in America for STDs.
And murders.
You hear me talking about that?
Mm-hmm.
And that big billboard says, if you've been cheated on, the Mississippi Department of Health will pay for you to come get a free STD screening. That's our tax dollars at work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just think syphilis, anyone? Let's go to Jackson. And then it fixed to have that tourism tax in Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
So if you come to Jackson to visit, and you pick up something that you didn't expect to pick up along the way, just go on by. We'll pay. It's tax-free. We'll pay for it. Doesn't cost you anything. Cost us everything.
If they don't get shot along the way.
Yeah, it's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. That's gun and knife night. The guns will be out. Did you see Humphreys County, excuse me. Today, Humphreys County's public school was going to play football against Yazoo City.
Mm-hmm.
And the supervisors of Humphreys County has put a curfew on the entire county. They've called off the football game.
Really?
Completely. The game's off because of the guy that got murdered last week after the game. So in Humphreys County, you've got to be off the streets. There's a curfew on the 18-year-olds. I think you got to be off the streets by 10 p.m. or something like that. Adults have to be off the streets by midnight.
My goodness.
At midnight, nobody's allowed to be on the streets in the entire county.
Mm.
And if you're underage and caught are overage and caught. I mean, that to me is a group of Democrats in Humphreys counties, because I'm sure it's all Democrats, taking the initiative to try to take back their county.
Mm-hmm.
Said, look, we're not gonna have any killings between midnight and 6 a.m. And it's in place for a month.
Yeah.
All businesses have to be closed by midnight.
Well,
I mean, this
murder of this child should have rattled everybody.
Well, it should rattle you. I mean, a murder of a child should. I mean, in Jackson, they killed 2 women and a 2-year-old baby with the gun that belonged to the Jackson Police Department, and nobody's rattled in Hines County. No supervisors come out and said we got to do anything. No elected political person has said anything. You know, have you think back through it? I'm trying to think back through it. The only you've had the chief, which I was so hard on for so long. She was doing press conference. She's kind of jumping inside with whatever Horn wanted to do, and then all of a sudden, they have something bad happen, and she shut up. And then I made fun of the fact that where'd she go? That's because she had started doing the police work, started doing the stuff, and realized that inside the police department is a subculture of bad.
Right.
And I mean, that's a fact. There are good policemen and there are bad policemen. And, we're finding out that it's really bad. And it's more to come, y'all. That's the sad thing. It's more to come.
Yeah. There, someone was talking in Canton about them misappropriating crimes so that the number of crimes would not be as high for XYZ. Was that you, or was that somebody on Facebook?
Somebody. Look, that is something. They don't qualify crimes. They do it in Jackson. They manipulate the numbers. And in Jackson, I mean, they even quit reporting rapes at one point, to where you know. And if you write it down in the book wrong, if you write it down in the book a certain way, then that's what you think you're looking at. And then without Jerry Lusto up there anymore, you don't have anybody going through the book at 4 a.m. But I mean, the reality is, yes, things happen all the time, and they don't get logged correctly. And when they don't get logged correctly, they skew the numbers.
And the crime rate is not reported as bad as it truly is.
Yeah, it's like in Jackson, you'll talk about murders and you'll hear about 10 people that got shot and went to the hospital. But as long as they don't die in that news cycle, they're not added to the numbers. Good morning, JC Dunn. But I did notice yesterday, I'm watching 16, and I would like to thank Channel 16 for listening to this show, because I believe that's where they're getting their information. It's this show. Yes, sir. Because they reported a person that had died, and then 2 days later, the lady that got shot the other day, 2 days later, she has died. And is another statistic, is what they reported on the news last night. And I just went, that's exactly the way it should go. I mean, the step up of reporting the news. Now, of course, nobody's reporting enough news. I mean, they still, lead story, you got all the murders and rapes, and you got all this going on, and they go, hi, how are y'all doing? Let's look at the weather.
With all the crime that is inside the Jackson PD, and back a year or so ago, they found these people that were buried in the paupers' graves.
Right. Without their names on them.
Yes. So I wonder how many more are out there that are tied to Jackson police officer crimes.
And then go back to that. Remember the police officer that was driving home, ran over somebody.
Yeah.
Did not report it. The guy got killed, blah, blah, blah. And then it slowly came out but you never heard that anybody got in trouble for it. Oh, that's fine. That's a day off. That's a day off. You take a day off.
Maybe she's about to make a clean sweep of Jackson PD.
My question to you is, maybe all the controversy about how much she needed to get paid and all that. If you brought me into Jackson and in a few days I could figure out what all was going on bad, I'd look at you and say, you're going to have to pay me like triple what's going on here. This
ain't enough.
This ain't enough. Plus somebody may shoot me.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to worry about that. You got to worry about as you uncover things and find things that are wrong inside a department, you got to worry about whether you'll get shot. You know what I mean? You still people still have acted like, okay, the mayor went to jail for taking bribes. The DA went to jail for taking bribes. You know, that's two people that shouldn't be taking bribes, because if you can't trust those two,
right,
you're really screwed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then two city councilmen, you had the one that pled guilty and the other one that was, that pled guilty also later on, but you still got to have two more in order to have a fixed vote.
Mm-hmm. So who are those two more?
Exactly. And then last night they were having the budget hearings or whatever they were having, or a crime seminar, whatever they were having last night down in Jackson. And you look at the screen and you have they didn't have enough people for a quorum to have a discussion on the budget.
Oh,
they let the people talk.
Right.
But the two white guys that are on the board showed up, and then the board president showed up, which he reminds me of somebody, a comedian, not a comedian, a kid on the Bill Cosby show.
Really?
That had the big head. Reminds me. I'm gonna remember who he is. I looked at him. I kept looking at Vernon and going, "That's the guy that used to come over and want to hit on the youngest Huxtable."
Yeah. We'll have to go back and look.
I got to go look at that. But that's what he looks like to me. He'll hit me sooner or later. But anyway. But I mean, you got to think about all these people that are under the gun, to use the term very lightly. That as you find corruption, as you find crime, as you find things out, and as you start speaking out, people will shoot at you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it happened to me in Canton. And, you know, people just, I just shoot at you. That's no big deal. You know, they didn't hit him. Huh.
They missed.
He's crazy. He's crazy. He's blanks. Tell the walls of my house that. But I mean, the truth of the matter is this crime and corruption is all out there. And it's got to be uncovered. And then when you look at Humphreys County taking the initiative, saying, look, it's got to all stop.
Mm-hmm.
We're shutting the county down, not the cities. He said all the cities are shut down too. The county's shut down at midnight. Don't be on the streets. That to me is saying a whole lot for a district.
Mm-hmm.
Ron Eller, you need to go to that district, because they're not going to vote for Benny Thompson in Humphrey County. Okay, because it sounds like they've had enough of the corruption. I mean, there's a point where it just starts to fester on you, and you just go, I feel so dirty. I just need it to all end.
Right.
And somebody said, Chip, I listened to your show. And he says, and they said, you and Don will get on the air and you talk about everything bad. And he goes, I almost feel like I live in the worst place in the entire world. And I'm going, you don't. You live in Mississippi. It's worse everywhere else.
That's right.
But we are the leader in corruption. Number one for sexually transmitted diseases in America. Number one for murders and killings in America. We're the crime capital of the world. Well, not of the world, excuse me, of America. Might as well be the world. What do we do? Don, what are you going to do? I'm going to just give it to you. You tell me what we're going to do to fix all this. I got to find something on the computer.
I think we're too far gone to fix it all.
We're not gone too far.
Mm-hmm. Hey, did you see where Trump renamed Lake of Ontario Lake of America?
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty cool.
I'm going to find me a lake.
Yeah.
And rename it.
You've already done one.
Oh, well, yeah, I did.
You renamed the Barnett Reservoir, the Gulf of Beethoven.
Yeah, we have the Gulf of Beethoven.
Mm-hmm. And a Strait of Chip.
Mm-hmm. But
so what else do you need?
What is it? Lake Hyco in Jackson? Lake Hyco, that's where the Prada guy wants to put in the
data center.
Yeah. I think I'll take that next, and I will call it I'll think about that. We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show with Dawn McKenzie on WYAB.
Call it.
I'll think about that. We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show with Dawn.
Keep it tuned here to 103.9 WYAB.
In the heart of rural America, we know the value of an honest day's work. While the big corporate brands focus on their stock prices, Outlaw Light is focused on you. We're an independent American brand built on resilience. We don't preach or teach. We just brew. That means a high-quality, 105-calorie light beer at a price that respects your hard-earned dollar. For the patriots, the dreamers, and the doers, America deserves a new light beer. Grab an Outlaw. It's darn good beer.
For decades, you've known the name Martin's for good times, great food, and the best live music. Now that's happening at 2 locations, downtown Jackson and Livingston. Check the websites, martinslivingstonms.com and martinsdowntownjxn.com for the many special events and live music lineups. You can chill with friends on the big patio at the Livingston location and enjoy the blue plate lunches and nightly drink specials. Martin's, downtown and Livingston.
There is nothing like the first Saturday in Stark Vegas. Be there when Mississippi State kicks off another exciting football season at Davis Wade Stadium. From tailgates in the Junction to the sound of thousands of cowbells, experience the tradition, energy, and excitement that make game days in Starkville so special. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the first home game atmosphere. Secure your first Saturday 4-pack today at hailstate.com/tickets.
Looking to make technology work for your business instead of the other way around? Visit brentech.ms today. From reliable network infrastructure and wireless internet to cloud or on-premise backups, Brentech has solutions that keep your business connected, secure, and running smoothly. Don't let tech headaches slow you down. Discover how Brentech can simplify and elevate your business at brentech.ms. That's brentech.ms. Brentech, technology made easy.
Running a business in Mississippi is challenging enough without worrying about payroll and HR compliance. At People Leased, we're local, and we understand Mississippi's tax laws, labor requirements, and your day-to-day challenges. Get friendly, expert support for payroll, HR, time and attendance, employee benefits, and compliance, all from a team right here in Mississippi. People Lease, local support, real solutions. Visit peoplelease.com today.
A funny thing happens to a lot of men. One day you're the guy carrying the ice chest, loading the truck, and helping everybody move. Then one day, you're looking for a place to sit down. If your energy, focus, and drive aren't what they used to be, talk to Live Better Men's Health and Wellness. Real answers, personalized treatment, a better way forward. Living better starts at livebettermen.com. That's livebettermen.com.
At Lakeshore Church, we believe the liberation of the soul is found only in Christ. Hello, I'm Jay Frazier, Senior Pastor at Lakeshore, inviting you to come and worship with us this week. We believe in the 3-cross concept of ministry, the cross of salvation, the cross of separation, and the cross of service, and we believe all of these crosses should be evident in our lives. We're at 6880 South Sidewell Road in Byram. For more information about the ministries, activities, and times of service, go to lakeshorecmc.org.
And be sure to listen to Lakeshore Church's weekly program, heard Sunday mornings at 8 on 103.9 WYAB.
What are people saying about Tom's Fried Pies in Richland?
I'm on a diet. I don't want to be down there at Tom's Fried Pies. We had a good time. When I tell you the crust was flaky, I'm talking about buttery. This was nothing like I've ever tasted. Ever. I mean, I've never tasted anything like that, man. It was nice. Atmosphere was nice. Everybody there was nice. Because I'll be back, even though I don't supposed to with my diet. I really enjoyed myself.
Tom'sFriedPies.com. Tom'sFriedPies.com.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here's your host, Chip Matthews.
6:23 a.m. here on the radio program on WYB on what is a Friday? Good morning. All these people 6:24 in the morning, and they're trying to get to school to let those kids out. This is Chip Matthews. She is Dawn McKenzie, and we welcome you here. This weekend, we want you to come out and see us at Beethoven's tomorrow night. The band is Reckless Malfunction.
Yes.
Okay.
And then Sunday.
The world famous Velcro Pygmies. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's a weekend. And look, making sure everybody understands, because Cam called me. That's the lead singer for the Velcro Pygmies, for those that don't know. He goes, so we're starting at 5. He goes, will people be ready? I said, no, at 5, they can all show up.
Yeah.
At 7 on a Sunday, they may not show up. But at 5, you can show up. There's no reason why you can't have a dinner, a pizza, and the Velcro Pygmies. Bring your kids. Somebody said, huh? Bring the kids. I said, yes, we are a family restaurant along with what we're doing. We're not really just a bar.
No,
per
we're
se.
far from a
Far
bar.
from a bar. And we're a place where you can come and sit down and enjoy a meal and a band.
Yeah, and
Period.
you can sit inside or outside.
Yeah,
but no matter where you sit, you have a beautiful view
You can't.
of
Nobody,
the Gulf of Beethoven's.
And I hate to have to rub that in everybody's face all the time in the restaurant business at Jackson. I'm sorry, y'all. We have the best view, period.
Yes.
Period. You look out our windows and you see the water. You don't see the crime, the corruption, the garbage cans, or anything.
All you see is beautiful blue water.
And sometimes you'll look out on the deck and I'll be out there sunbathing.
Lord help us.
6:26 a.m. And look, I think Kim Way needs to give out a special award to the supervisors of Humphreys County today.
Mm-hmm.
I think Clay needs to give out one. And that would be an FAFO to the entire county.
Yeah.
Because the supervisors are telling them, this is going to end. Mm-hmm. We ain't going to kill any more people in our county just for killing. Isn't there a junior college in Humphrey County?
Holmes.
Holmes? No, Holmes.
No, that's in Holmes County.
Holmes is in Holmes County.
I don't think there is.
I want to say I'm going to have to Google it. But anyway, no football tonight. They're going to make up the game later on. It has nothing to do with the playoffs. Yazoo City versus Humphreys. Game's not happening. Game is not happening because they are serious about starting crimes. What are those times again? You got the times right there, right? I can't see them on my phone.
The times for
the curfew. I want y'all to understand what a county has done. We have many more in Benny Thompson's district that these supervisors obviously do not support Benny Thompson because they're trying to do something about crime. And you haven't heard one single public official come out to say we got to do something about crime. And they are stepping up in their county to do something. So what does it say?
It says the Humphreys County Board of Supervisors have enacted a county-wide curfew following recent shootings and other violence in the area. The board made the decision Thursday, August the 27th, after meeting with law enforcement agencies. The curfew begins Friday, August 28th at 8 p.m.
So 8 p.m. tonight.
And runs for 30 days across every municipality in the county.
Okay.
For anyone under 18, the curfew runs from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m.
So at 8 p.m. tonight, if you're under 18, you're not on the streets. And
you have to be at home with mama and dada.
I hope mama and daddy get to the house. But they have something for mama and daddy too.
Yeah. For adults, it's midnight to 6 a.m. All businesses must close by midnight. Officials say exemptions apply only for emergencies or to travel to and from work, and the county's existing no loitering ordinance stays in effect. Supervisors plan to revisit this curfew in 30 days.
So they may extend it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you stop, if you think back when we had blue laws and we didn't sell things on Sunday and you rolled up the streets at midnight, it was much safer. I know we live in a 24-hour world now, and people, you got to build cars, you got to do this, you got to do that, but you ain't got to commit crimes. And that is a county.
A whole county.
Taking Humphreys County there, Debbie Bergansky. They're taking action against a child that was murdered last week after a football game said, we're not going to have that.
Mm-hmm.
What if Jackson did a curfew every time somebody got murdered? Or just a kid?
Yeah. They would never be out of curfew.
They'd have signs. We'd have toll bridges. You can't get into Jackson. You can't get into Jackson. It's locked down. It's locked down completely. That I just think that the news just doesn't give that the weight that it needs. And and I would think if I were the governor or running for governor or something like that, I would have already been out ahead of this going, excuse me, this is the greatest thing in the entire world. It's sad that we have to shut a county down, but we're going to shut it down rather than let it continue and have these problems.
Yeah. And the people inside of Jackson have asked for the governor or the president to send the National Guard in because they're so sick of living in fear like they do.
And Humphreys,
but nobody wants to do anything. But Humphreys has stepped up and done a good job.
I believe Humphreys is now a red county.
You think so?
Yes, and I think it's a red. I mean, that's a conservative move.
Mm-hmm.
And I know these people run for office as Democrats, but they're more Republican acting.
Yeah.
Than the leadership we have in the state.
Well, maybe they've taken the red and the blue out of it, and they're just doing what is right. They are being American citizens and looking out for their community and just doing the right thing, which is so hard for people to seem to do these days.
I mean, it's like I always say, they say, Chip, when you get in office, what are you going to do? You're trying to run for mayor of Canton and you're going to get in. It's a whole Democrat city. What are you going to do? I said, right from wrong. I grew up. No, I know right from wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I can pick up the Bible and look at the 10 Commandments, Chip, separation of church and state. Hey, 10 Commandments, pretty good guideline that whether you put religion in it or not.
Right.
We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show with the Don McKenzie on WYAB. We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show with the Don McKenzie on WYAB.
1039 WYAB.
Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is leveling up. A whole new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is now open at the Reservoir at Beethoven's Boardwalk in Ridgeland, right next door to Cock of the Walk. And the new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris will have all of your old favorites too, like the Acme Dynamite Balls and Garlic Knots, and the best specialty pizzas ever, like the Pig, the Sergeant Pepperoni, the Surf and Turf, and lots more. Come to the all-new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris location on the Res in Ridgeland, next door to Cock of the Walk.
When it comes to protecting all the things that matter in your world, generations of folks in central Mississippi have trusted Allstate agent Mark Dwyron. Mark knows the right coverage with the right price, helps you feel secure and protected. For decades, Mark's been a trusted agent protecting you against mayhem that is unpredictable. And he's always just a moment away when you need him. Mark Dwyron. For auto, home, life, and more, you're in good hands with Allstate. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
Hey, Flora, the farm store in Flora. Fresh from the farm right here. The farm store in Flora. Organic, local, clear. Locally sourced meats and vegetables too. Fresh produce every day, picked just for you. The farm store in Flora. Fresh from the farm right here. The farm store in Flora. Come see what's fresh today.
ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. The death toll currently just under 500 in that deadly Nepal mudslide and flooding. As to those who survived, ABC's Britt Clennett in Kathmandu says
the hospital's now treating victims of this deadly disaster. The urgent recovery complicated by mountains of mud and debris as the search for dozens of Americans goes through the night here. The U.S. is sending a disaster response advisor plus $500,000 in aid.
About 40 million Americans were under flood advisories on Thursday. Parts of New Jersey just soaked with rain. Thousands of airline flights canceled. In the southeast, another day of extreme heat. Phoenix hitting 111. Overnight, another round in the fight over President Trump's EO restricting mail-in balloting. The judge has blocked the administration's new rule because it would be practically impossible for states to comply before the upcoming midterm elections. New Fed Chair Kevin Warsh will address the annual economic symposium in Jackson Hole, Wyoming today. Analysts hoping he gives a clearer signal on the economy. This is ABC News.
Detroit-style pizza has its own rules. We learned them, then we made it our own. Johnny's Pizza House's Detroit-style pizza. Deep pan crust, crispy edges, your choice of toppings, then finished with the pizza sauce swirled right on top. Mouthwatering cheesy goodness. Order online at johnnysph.com and build your own Detroit-style pizza. Detroit-style the Johnny's way. Order a taste of Detroit this summer. Johnny's Pizza House. Let's share a slice.
Grill lovers already know about Grills of Mississippi, and so should you. Grills of Mississippi carries premium Weber grills, Yoder smokers, and outdoor kitchen accessories to take your backyard cooking to the next level. Whether you're a weekend griller or a serious pitmaster, Grills of Mississippi has the brands, the knowledge, and the service to help you do it right. Turn your backyard into the ultimate gathering spot. Visit grillsofms.com today. Grills of Mississippi, where great cooking starts.
This is Gary Bryden, ordained minister with the Association of Independent Methodists, inviting you to join us each Sunday morning at 6:30 a.m. for the Methodist Bible Hour USA. We'll explore the scriptures and enjoy special music. In today's world, there's a lot of confusion around us, but we'll point you to the eternal truth found only in Jesus Christ. That's the Methodist Bible Hour USA every Sunday morning at 6:30 on 103.9 WYAB.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
It is the Chip Matthews Show with Don McKenzie right here on WYAB. 6:36 a.m. in the morning as you're riding there in the traffic and you're sitting there going, will they please just open the doors where we can get these kids out of the car and get moving? We're sitting here stuck in traffic. But that's that. Debbie Bragansky says, Benny will stop this curfew. Wouldn't that be something?
Mm-hmm. Well, Highway 61 runs from Tennessee all the way to Vicksburg into Natchez. So it kind of makes you wonder, how will he interfere with that?
Because here's the reality. This is not a Democratic move. Shutting down an entire county at midnight is not that is a very conservative move. It is more conservative than any politician in this state has ever acted.
Mm-hmm.
Saying we're going to stop the problems.
That's bold.
We're going to stop it right now. And this is not getting enough weight in the news. It's kind of a Passover, and you're going, they had a shooting up there and they killed somebody. Blah blah blah. No, this is stepping up. Mm-hmm. And you'll have adults in that town say, "You're not going to tell me I ain't going to go out after midnight." You got people that own businesses. We're open 24 hours. No, you're not. Not this way.
Not for 30 days.
Not for 30 days. You're shutting at midnight. We're going to shut it down. We're going to get it down to where we can control it. I hope the Highway Patrol, Sean Tyndall's listening this morning, and he sends extra patrol cars up there and volunteer to help them with what they're doing. If this is the law of the land for Humphreys County, just go help the sheriff department south, the police department south, and go up there and give a presence. Because you did have highway patrolmen that were helping run the drugs through the Delta. Mm-hmm. You had two of them that were implicated, along with the two sheriffs from the other areas, this, that, and the other, when they were running drugs through the county, through the state, and giving protection to cars coming through. There was two highway patrolmen allegedly indicted on that also. But you got to look at it and you go, we need to make a statement. And to me, Humphreys County is making a statement that it is going to stop right now.
Kudos to them.
That is great. David Gregory says they need to do that Hines County the same way.
They tried in Jackson, but they just don't they don't make it stiff enough or long enough, or I don't know.
Well, you got to enforce it. We got a phone call. Imagine that. Good morning, WYAB. Hello.
Good morning, Chip. Mr. On, how y'all this morning?
I'm doing all right. Talk to me.
Y'all see that moon last night?
What?
Y'all see the moon last night?
The moon.
The last I saw that moon was like at 10:30.
There was a full moon last night when I went to bed. There was a full moon when I woke up, and nobody ever cut it out.
Hey, Chip, I was wanting to call. You was talking about sunbathing. Tell me you're not going to do like, what was that, McRave or the Judge? You walk around that leather Speedo?
What?
For people half his age? You remember him?
When I sunbathe nude, sir.
Oh, Lord.
You'll see the full moon rising, and you'll see it eclipse when I put my underwear back on.
You said that, and I remember him. You used to go to the doctor, and it's like, man, go put some clothes on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Remember, he was always in the news, went to the running of the bulls, and wrecked his motorcycle out here on Lakeland.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So what else going on today?
Days.
What's going on with you?
Not getting ready to get on the roof, get out here in this heat, get some air conditioner working on.
Okay, well, it's very important to, one, be kind to your air conditioning man during this time of the year. You don't have to talk to them in November, but you should call them up and give them a Christmas gift, because anybody that's going to do the God's work of making sure your air conditioner is running in July and August in Mississippi, and sometimes the beginning of September, that's God's work.
What company do you work for?
It's real cold.
I'm
a sub.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. We got to actually sub out and help them tear them out and put them back in.
I see.
I don't go get up pneumatics no more. It's too hot. Work on the big stuff.
Okay. Looks like I may be filling in for Lindsay today. So y'all see me back at noon. So,
I just want to highlight you brought back memories when you was talking about that, Chip. Y'all have a blessed one and be safe.
Thank
you.
you. Wow, we get them all. Let me tell Lindsay, I'll fill in for her today. Okay, but, I mean, because there's too much in the news to talk about, and I won't.
Have you seen the Madison County Journal?
Yeah, I saw the Madison County Journal, and thank God for the government spending some money with them. It's like a book on delinquent taxes.
Yes.
So, because it's tax sale time.
Mm-hmm. But the thing that came to my attention was
imagine that
the notice of budget amendment on the city of Gluckstadt. The typesetting is so small that I can't even read it with my glasses on, much less with my glasses off.
You get what you pay for. Now, to the, I guess that would be the lawyer for Gluckstadt.
Mm-hmm.
You got to buy more space in the paper, because that's supposed to be a certain size. When you run a legal ad or a legal notice, it's supposed to be
how small it is.
Well, it's supposed to be like those other ones, the one where they're saying they're having a budget meeting in Madison County and in all that. But I mean, this is like, you're not supposed to run the
little bitty.
That's the microfilm. That's like what. That's like what you had to have if you were 007 and you wanted to carry the codes of all the hit list of all the politicians. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's not worth the ink to print it that small.
Mm-mm.
If you can't read it, and I know we're old. But, the only people that read newspapers are old.
Yeah, that's true.
I can remember when I knew people that were older than me, and we had 2 newspapers in Jackson.
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
Then if you look on through here in alphabetical order, you can be nosy and see if you know anybody that's got delinquent taxes.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you can go buy those at the tax sale. What comes up the end of the month?
Oh, yeah, September 1st.
September 1st.
Mm-hmm.
You buy it, you hold it for 3 years. You got to buy them for 3 years, and then you can get some property for dirt cheap. I'm gonna be watching that property that the data centers are on, and make sure that they're paying their taxes.
Yeah.
Because I may need me some data center property.
I see some names in here that I know. I'm not going to call them out on thing. But.
Well, some of those people are wealthy, and they keep that money in the pocket because they're scared they may die, and have paid the government more money than they needed to. I mean, that's the way. That's never mind.
Do you really think?
It's sort of like anytime you put off a bill, you're of the opinion, as long as I got $100 in my pocket, I got $100.
Mm-hmm.
No, not if you owe the whole $100. You don't have crap in your pocket. Okay, so let's see let's revisit the entire week.
Oh no. Okay, here we go.
Okay, let's start with the $400 million
Mm-hmm.
being spent to redo the I-20, I-55 interchange.
That smells.
It smells of, let me give some money to some construction people who can give money to people's campaigns so that they can get into office.
Yeah, and it makes a full circle.
Yeah, one more time.
Mhm.
I mean, y'all need to be suspect of all money that goes out to people for contracts, and then look and see who they give money to.
Yeah, and it's like the money that Lynn Finch has got coming in.
Yeah, you got all those billions of dollars.
I would love to see receipts on where it goes out.
And if they donate to her political campaign.
Mhm.
That's the funny thing is, I think when you do your job as the attorney general, that's your job, and you go and you didn't really sue people. You just added your name to a lawsuit.
Mhm.
And Meta has admitted guilt. They're saying yes, this lawsuit was over the software being able to mind control your kids. They have admitted it. Yeah, we can do that. Let's go ahead and give you some billions of dollars and make y'all leave it alone. We don't want anybody to get deeper into the weeds with this.
Right.
Because they already got those kids mind controlled.
Mhm.
So they get rid of all of us old people. And, they go 10, 50 more years, half of those will be gone.
Yeah.
We come up with another COVID. We'll run it up the pipe, get rid of some more of the old people. Then we've already got these kids locked down, and all we have to do is say Meta 1, and then that'll be it.
And they come alive.
They've already been programmed.
Mm.
And they don't want to keep programming them. That's why they only want to limit it 2 hours, because they don't want to mess up the programs they already had, because they don't believe the brain is smart enough to hold more than they know. That's why.
Okay. So what else did you talk about this week?
Okay, what else I talked about this week? We talked about Grip and Grin next Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Grip and Grin next Wednesday. The biggest thing that I see going online, and people have been going way back on on old podcasts, and they're looking at the Pineywood School in Epstein,
Mm-hmm.
and they're saying, Chip was talking about this. Chip and they were talking about it in January.
Yeah.
All the way back at the beginning of the year.
That murder of their was he the headmaster?
He was the COO.
Okay.
He was
with him being murdered, the first thing that comes to my mind, the first thought is Killary.
Exactly.
Killary put a hit out on this man because he was about to uncover some good stuff.
Because we were in this thing, the Epstein files were coming out, things were occurring. Then all of a sudden you find out they were taking helicopters and flying kids from there because there's no manifest on the helicopter, and they take the people from one point A to point B. They get on a plane in Meridian and fly out of Meridian to Epstein
Island. Right.
And you got to look at it and go, what the hell? L'Aquarius Perry. Kids shouldn't be on the internet anyway. I agree with that.
Yeah, those parents just use that as babysitters, and look what they have.
In Humphreys County, thank God for broadband internet.
Do you think they have broadband?
We paid for it to go somewhere, didn't we? But you just sit there and you look at the Epstein situation and you go, well, hold on. And then people say, Chip, you're crazy to even say something like that. That school is a blah, blah, blah. I go, hold on. There were people that were going to that school, and Mississippi College has already verified. Millsaps College has verified. Penn State has verified that people were going to school from Piney Woods, and Epstein was footing the bill.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he may have been one of the greatest people in the world and just went around and paid for kids to go to school everywhere, and he never touched them. Right.
Nothing's free.
Nothing's free. I mean, hey, that girl needs to give me a massage. Let me pay for her college. I mean, that's what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and a politician say, hey, can you get me this girl from this state, from this children's home? Oh, yeah, sure. I've worked that out for you, Mr. Clinton. Or Hillary. Hillary. I mean, y'all, this stuff was going on. And Lynn Fitz, who jumps up and down to save the kids every day. And I haven't seen her say a word on this.
Mm-mm.
I mean, and I apologize if she has. I mean, that's just, and if she has, you hadn't made a big enough impression on people that you did it. Just like the people in Humphreys County who shut their county down for a killing of a kid. Shut it down. 8:00 tonight, all the kids off the street if you're under 18. If you're above the age of 18, you're off the streets by midnight. We'll give you 4 hours to play. That's it. Friday night, you got to be home by midnight. I wonder how many of those people that
won't be any gun and knife show was up there, will it?
There'll be guns and knives going here. 6 p.m. tonight. Don't you dare miss it. You know, Kim Wade, he'll be in here. I hope he takes this and just runs with it and explain to the city council here in Jackson, which only 3 showed up for the meeting last night to talk about the budget. I mean, if you talk about the budget, you might have to spend some money, and that means you hadn't figured out how to steal it yet.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're raising their taxes in Jackson.
Yeah, sales tax. They want to raise the sales tax on food in a food desert. Then they also want to raise tax on the hotels, which, of course, yeah, that could happen. You know, it'll cost you more to go party in Jackson. They don't care. They're not paying the tab. And they don't pay their water bill, so it doesn't really matter. We'll be back with more. 6:50 a.m. Chip Matthews, Dawn McKenzie. And they don't pay their water bill, so it doesn't really matter. We'll be back with more. 6:50 a.m. Chip Matthews.
Keep it tuned here to 103.9 WYAB.
In the heart of rural America, we know the value of an honest day's work. While the big corporate brands focus on their stock prices, Outlaw Light is focused on you. We're an independent American brand built on resilience. We don't preach or teach, we just brew. That means a high-quality, 105-calorie light beer at a price that respects your hard-earned dollar. For the patriots, the dreamers, and the doers, America deserves a new light beer. Grab an Outlaw. It's darn good beer.
Here is what real customers have to say about Rotor's Plumbing Service.
This is Leah. I wanted to tell people what a wonderful job Rotor's Plumbing did for me recently. I called. Chris Rotor answered the phone. He had somebody out in no time. They fixed me real fast. I couldn't believe they came out here like that. That's all I can say.
Plumbing problems? You need Rotor's Plumbing. Visit rotorsplumbing.com today.
Hey, Rankin County, swing by the locally owned and award-winning 042 Wine and Spirits on Highway 80 next to Sonny's Barbecue in Brandon today. We've got one of the largest selections around with over 200 bourbons and whiskeys to ignite your taste buds, more than 50 vodkas, 50-plus tequilas, 30-plus rums, and ready-to-drink cocktails, as well as premium scotches. And get this, we've got over 400 wines in stock for the perfect pairing anytime. Discover your new favorites today at 042 Wine and Spirits right next to Sonny's Barbecue, Highway 80, Cross Gates, Brandon.
Hi, this is Rita Jensen with Remax Connection, and I want to tell you, I've lived in Florida for over 50 years. I'm a graduate of Tri-County Academy, went there the first day the doors opened. If you're thinking about putting your children into Tri-County Academy and need a place to live, then give me a call. Without a doubt, the Florida expert when it comes to real estate. So if you need a place to live, give me a call. Rita Jensen, Remax Connection. 601-720-4037 or go to my website, ritajensen.net.
Did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did? Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you.
Located in Ridgeland and Flora, come see me, Jamie Creel, Shelter Insurance.
Dr. Mike Stonington here from Stonington Farm Grass-Fed Beef. Here in South Mississippi on Stonington Farm, our steers are grass-fed and grass-finished. No grain, no hormones, no antibiotics, no mRNA vaccines. Our grass-fed and grass-finished beef is straight from our farm to your table. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, and at StoningtonFarm.com. That's StoningtonFarm.com with 2 N's. And we deliver every 4 weeks to the Jackson area. We are the grass-fed difference.
Greetings. I'm Dr. Benny Tate, president of the Congregational Methodist Church denomination in Florence, Mississippi, and the pastor of Rock Springs Church in Milner, Georgia, inviting you to attend one of our services this week. Find a church near you at cm-church.org and be sure and listen for our weekly program, Apples of Gold from Rock Springs Church, here on 103.9 WYAB.
Sundays, 7:30 and 10.
Venable Glass is your local glass expert, offering residential, automotive, and commercial glass. Venable Glass can do it all. Windshield repair, replacement of shower doors, mirrors, and everything in between. What sets Venable Glass apart from the rest? Unmatched reliability and customer service. Don't forget, tell your insurance company that you want to use Venable Glass. And remember, you do have a choice. Let Venable Glass work hard to earn your business. Call Venable's Ridgeland or Brandon locations today for a free estimate or visit venableglass.com.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
Happy Friday to all of y'all here on the Chip Matthews Show with Dawn McKenzie. Of course, are you going to come back with me at noon?
I can try.
We're going to be filling in for Lindsey Beckham today at noon. So we'll be back to talk more. Look, and I'm going to try to get somebody on the phone at noon from Humphreys County.
Oh, cool.
And, of course, we will make our legendary phone call that I make from time to time to Benny Thompson's office to see if he's got anything to say.
Mhm.
Of course, they just leave me on hold. They never, Benny, that a white boy again? Don't talk to him. That's that white boy. Don't talk to him. Hell, he's crazy. I saw him once in Canton. He's crazy. Oh, well. Anyway, that's what
You are crazy.
6:56 a.m. These people are 4 minutes away from the doors opening. That for the last hour, they've been in line there in Madison County and in the various places waiting on the car line to move where they can let the kids out to let them go in. And one day I asked why they didn't, just start letting people out a little early and let them stand out in front of the door.
Mm-hmm.
No, we can't do that.
We did as kids.
I know. Look, the school doors were locked. Well, I was rarely there in time to be there when the doors opened at the school. I was there at 8:15.
He was one of those.
As Coach Nutter used to say, and Coach Nutter was known around here in Flora area, but he was at Tri-County and then he was at Canton Academy. He used to say, the Matthews want to just set the whole clock back 15 minutes for the whole school every day. I said, wouldn't they like that? We could call that school hour the Chip Matthews hour. Starts at 8:15 every morning.
They hated you.
Hey, Coach, I'm going to have my own radio show one day and everybody's going to have to listen and talk to me. And I'm going to get up and be there at 6 o'clock in the morning. What does that mean? You can't get there on time. Well, I get here by 6:07.
Yeah.
Okay. Just like
Never
the Clay
late.
Edwards show.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, what's going on today? We got the Velcro Pygmies this Sunday at the Beethoven's Boardwalk on the Reservoir, 5 p.m. It's an early show, all ages. You come on out, check it out. It will be a rock and roll good time.
Yep.
Okay. What else
And
we
then
got going?
today we have our blue plate special, which is ribs,
and
pecan smoked ribs, and
catfish.
fried catfish.
Fried catfish.
Mm-hmm. Got some good grub going on there.
Catfish and ribs.
Yeah.
And then also this weekend, the Sunday buffet will be all barbecue.
Nice.
It'll be
It's
barbecue.
all pecan smoked
Yes,
barbecue.
Barbecue. And that'll be great. Everybody, that's starting to be a catch-on thing. And then, of course, people come out all weekend long for breakfast. We don't open till 10. And some people go, that's too late for breakfast. But at 10 o'clock, well, look, they're coming in there for breakfast. So you can get breakfast Saturday and Sunday morning. And come on in and get you a real steak and eggs. Get you
Yes.
some pancakes.
You can get any size steak you like.
Get you a biscuit. Yeah, anything you want.
And mimosas.
Yeah,
And
mimosas.
Bloody Marys.
Yes.
Tim fixed the best Bloody Mary the other day for me.
You like
It was
anything that's
good.
got vodka in it?
Not anything. I just have a Bloody Mary every now and then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the view.
Okay. So yeah, we have the best view in the world. You can watch the sunrise. Get out there.
Watch the sunset.
Watch the people out there fishing that are going out there to catch the wonderful food in which we serve.
Our catfish is fresh.
fresh. Also, remember, y'all, football season's just around the corner. We'll have all the games on, and that around the corner is like next weekend.
Yeah, and we're changing our menu up
for football season.
Yes.
We're bringing in wings, y'all.
Wings.
We're going to have wings. Okay, it's 6:59. They're about to open up the school doors, so it's time for us to go. Say goodbye, Dawn.
Goodbye, Dawn.
I'll be back at noon with Dawn right here. WYAB. Clay's next.